Hello, I thought I'd make a quick vlog, and today I was speaking to my man. I believe, yes, she was. She was speaking to myself and Father Mike and a few other priests who are here. We are working with her because the spells are trying to bring her down. Way down. Not way down, but down. And we don't like it. We don't want her to do anything wrong. Yeah, because I started using the Lord's name in vain, not through swearing, but just like, oh my gosh. Instead of saying, I said, oh my, you know, the Lord's name instead of, oh my gosh. So, yeah, so now it's little by little they erode you and everything. So I had a visitor come over for just a few minutes. He just stepped inside and left. And I don't know. I mean, he is the one who used to live here, and I don't know what happened to all my stuff when he lived here. Anyway, he just stopped by to say hi. So I was not accusatory. I just let him in and said hi, and then he left. He said hi to the dogs. That's the only reason he came in, because the dogs were here. Anyway, so what else? What else? I'm really like, I know a lot of things are going on in the world. I know that families are hurting right now because of all the shootings. I know that people are upset, but I cannot stop thinking about Nancy Guthrie. And Nancy Guthrie is on a lot of people's minds, not only because it's a horrific story that may have a happy ending, but it is also been publicized so much. And Nancy Guthrie is related to Savannah Guthrie, who was very famous. Yeah. I can't believe all this and they still don't have anyone. I mean, they have so much evidence now and they still don't have anyone. It's a very difficult case to solve, but they will solve it. Yeah. And hopefully it'll have a good outcome. Yes, we're all praying that it has a good outcome. Yeah. Anyway, and so I just, I set myself every once in a while, I say a little prayer for her. And I just like, hope she comes back safe. So I don't know. I mean, I just hope she's safe wherever she is. We all do. We all do. And so what else? Um, let's see. I talked to my friend today and he had an interview. Like, all these interviews for jobs now suddenly seem to be AI. Like, his was for a retail store and it was AI, and they all seem to be AI now. And which is, I don't know if I think it's better or worse, because they give you 3 tries, and so you have 3 tries to come up with something, and it's less intimidating to me than sitting in front of someone who can ask you for a lot of different questions, whatever. You have time to think. Yes, these AI interviews are being used for many, many, many different companies. And we don't really care for AI, but as it stands, you do get 3 chances to take the interview for most places. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so he said he did all right. So we'll see what happens. I'll pray for him, and we all ask that you pray for him. Yeah. Um. I do ask for continued prayers for my sister, my brother, my niece, my nephew, my ex sister in law, her new husband, their families, and my men and Marissa and me, please, if you are willing to pray. Yes, but we are asking for them. Yes, thank you. And what else? And thank you in advance for any prayers or thoughts or any positive vibes or anything positive. And thank you for all of that has already been done. Any prayers, any thoughts, any vibes, anything, any positive stuff. Thank you. Uh what else? Let's see. So my Christmas tree is decorated and we posted a picture on her website. Yeah. There's not enough ornaments to go around the whole tree, so you know, I'll buy a few more if I get money again and just decorate the rest of the tree or wait till next year and buy more ornaments, which is most likely what's gonna happen. Um yeah, so I'm happy with the tree. It's cute. And I sent a picture to my friend who gave me the tree, and she said it was adorable. So I'm happy. I'm happy. She liked it, and I'm going to decorate it for if I can, because I have St. Patrick's Day things here from last year. So if I can, I will decorate it for St. Patrick's Day and then for Easter. So I'm excited. I'm excited. And for Easter, you're not allowed to talk about what you're going to do. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm not allowed to talk about much. So anyway, so I was thinking about the intro to my story, and it's a world. Well, obviously the Earth, but it's the Earth had turned into a world with barren women, and men who have lost their way. And this is a very, very poignant point because at this point, many men have lost their way because of society and how it treats men, young men, and how and because young people these days don't have that much of a social life because of games and the internet and other factors. So we need to pray for our young men. We need to pray for all men and women, but right now I'm focusing on men because they're losing their way. Yeah. Yeah, I I think to myself, men, I don't know how they walk away from a child they created. I mean, they may have issues with the mother and may not want to see the mother, but to totally walk away from your child seems so it seems so uh so horrible. I'll just say so horrible. Because any other adjective I use would just seem like I'm judging one side or the other. So I'm not. It just seems so horrible, like a horrible situation, you know? To walk away from your child. And just, I don't understand that, you know? But and I'm not judging because I don't know people's personal stories or the reasons why people do that. And the reasons why people do that is because of free sex. That's why. Because sex is available to so many men at all times. And they sleep with women, most men, not all men, but most men who are out there sleeping around are sleeping with women indiscriminately. They're not trying to marry the woman, they're not trying to get to know her, they're just sleeping with them. And so it becomes an issue of whether or not they want to deal with a woman This isn't always the case, but this is a very strong case. It happens that they don't want to deal with the woman for the rest of their lives, or the child, or the money that it takes to raise the child. Yeah, that's too bad. Yes, it is too bad. It is very sad. It's very sad. Anyway, what else? You know, Father Mike, what did I say to him earlier? I said something to him earlier that was like thanking him again, and I was thinking about, um, you know, the fact that he's even here and many people are here. Yes, but don't downplay it, Father Mike. You're here, and that's a big deal. Okay, I won't downplay it. I'm here, though. I'm here. And I'm only here for Marissa. If you want to speak to me, you can speak to me out in the world, in my own, in Minnesota, or at one of the many speeches I give. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, so I can't believe it. I can't believe I have so much attention from Father Mike. Yes, she's a saint. She has proven sainthood. And that's why, and that's not the only reason why I'm here. I don't want to sit here. I don't want to I don't want to sit here and watch as people drag her down over and over and over again with spells and curses and hexes and jinxes and whatever other form you use. Oh, hypnosis and whatever other form you use. Jesus is more powerful. That's why she keeps standing up, but you keep knocking her down, and it won't work for the rest of her life. Hopefully, sooner than later, she will be able to fight this type of evil. Yeah. I hope so. And thank you, Father Mike. You're welcome. Okay. Well, I'm not going to stay on too much longer. I don't have anything to talk about. Father Mike, do you have anything to add? No, not right now. Father John, do you have something to add? I don't want to come off seeming like I'm ungrateful for people who want to be my friend. I am very grateful. It's such a compliment and it makes me feel good. But it also makes me feel bad because I cannot be your friend. I can't be friends with anyone. I can only be friends with Marissa because my life is so busy. It is so busy. I really don't have time to sit and talk to everyone, although I would love to. And I know that I was always popular, but because Marissa and I are friends now, I'm extremely popular. And I would love to sit and talk to people. I would love to, but I can't. I really can't. As Father Mike has pointed out, every morning brings a tremendous amount of work that has to get done. It has to get done. And I can't take a break um to talk to people. I already said a few masses, but I can't say any more at this time. I will, as soon as I can, say some more masses, but at this moment in time, I really cannot. And I have to stop taking confessions as well. But there are plenty of priests here who will take your confessions and who will say Mass. For the time being, I have to stop. And I'm so sorry about that because I love to get to know people. I do. I truly do, but this is more important. This is more important than anything to me. All right. All right. Well, on that note, and I feel bad for people, but on that note, I'm going to end this. Hope everybody watching has a great evening tonight and a great day tomorrow, and things go your way. All right. Bye.